guys, what's up? Angela Marie here, founder of Find Your Purpose and Shine. This is supposed to be our morning show, which is our talk show. So this is going to be a little bit different this morning. It is the Angela Marie and FC morning show. And together, that's what we are. But I didn't want to let you guys down. So FC is feeling under the weather today, and he wasn't able to make it. So we might do something a little bit different this morning. If you would like to hop on with me and we can chat a little bit back and forth, that would be amazing. Just let me know in the comments and I can invite you in. How are you guys? Good morning. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning, 8:45 Eastern time, and it is dark here. It is dark, cloudy, overcast. How are you guys? Please type it in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. Let's give this more of a conversation back and forth, because talk shows are meant for two people. So this is going to be different. Just type it in the comments. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Again, Angela Marie, founder of Find Your Purpose and Shine. I'm a transformation coach, and this is our morning show with Angela Marie and FC. But like I said, FC texted me this morning and said he's feeling under the weather. So I wanted this morning show to still go on, give you guys some insights. I know it's just me, you guys. It's not the same. That's for sure. Good morning, Scott. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Hope you guys are having an amazing week. An amazing, amazing week. Okay, so we are streaming right now on Facebook and YouTube. And if you are part of my transformation coach page, we are streaming on there, as well as my group, Find Your Purpose and Shine. We are all over the place when we stream on Wednesday mornings. Let's see what else. Oh, and our fan page. Go over and like our fan page. It's Angela Marie and FC Morning Show. You guys can like our page. You guys can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. But again, this morning it is just me. So we're going to give everybody a couple of minutes to hop on. And like I said, if you would like to have a chat and you want me to invite you on this morning, I certainly can do that. I have the ability to invite. How are you guys? How are you guys? Scott says, getting ready for a busy weekend. What is going on this weekend with you, Scott? Hopefully it's a good busy, right? Hello, Matt. Welcome. Glad you could make it. So anyway, Matt, by the way, I didn't text you back. I just realized that you texted me and I completely forgot. Although it's kind of my motto sometimes when it's not an emergency. Of course. Crazy. How are you guys this morning? Let's have some conversation. If you want to talk with me on here, I can invite you guys in. And we can have a conversation. We can have a little talk show. I'm going to, as more people keep coming on, I'm going to let you guys know. I got a text from FC this morning. He's feeling really under the weather. So it's just me, even though it's the morning show with Angela Marie and FC. If any of you want to join me on here, I can send you guys the link and you can hop on with me and we can talk back and forth and have a little bit of a chat back and forth if you would like to do that. Good morning, Salome. Scott says, open inside dining in Jersey. Awesome. Thank goodness, right? What is it like? Matt says time. What does that mean, Matt? Awesome. All right. So I'm Angela Marie, founder of FindYourPurposeandShine.com. I'm a transformation coach, and this is the Angela Marie and FC Morning Show. Together, that's what we are. And right now, it is just me, so it's a little bit awkward right now at the moment, but we're going to roll with it. Okay? We are going to roll with it because that's what we got to go with right now. When life gets in the way, it is what it is sometimes, but I will be here every Wednesday because that's what I made a commitment for, and this is where we are at. So unless I'm sick in bed, but hopefully not. And then if that's the case, you'll be watching a watch party. Because this is it. All right. So tell me about your week. What are you guys doing? Where are you guys heading? Listen, it's all about consistency and persistence in whatever it is that you're doing. So let's talk about that this morning. Being consistent, being persistent in whatever it is that you're doing, whether you are an entrepreneur or whether you are a business owner, whether you're a manager. When I say business owner or entrepreneur is the same thing, but let's just say business owner in a traditional business, right? Whether you're in network marketing or direct sales or a business owner or a manager, or maybe you have a lot on your plate, right? It's all about being consistent and persistent in whatever it is that you're doing. Because the reality is this, you guys, if you're not, you start to kind of fall off the bandwagon, right? You can get depressed, you can get stressed out, you can get full of anxiety, you can get all of those things. And sometimes we fall a little bit backwards and we've got to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and move forward. But the reality is that I know that a lot of people since March have really kind of fallen off the bandwagon and realized that, well, I better pick myself up, dust myself off, and move forward, or I'm not going to get anywhere. And there are times when we kind of sit down, and we think about all of these things that are going on and we get depressed, we get stressed out, we get full of anxiety. So it's important that we keep ourselves busy. Scott actually just made a comment and he said that he is getting ready for a busy weekend, which is great. They opened up Inside Dining in New Jersey, which is great to hear. I'll tell you what, there is oppression everywhere, but there are some states that don't have that and they are fully open. What do you say, Scott? Bringing joy to each of our guests at work. Anywhere and everywhere you go, you should be spreading joy. You should be spreading smiles. You should be doing all of that. And that's the reality of it, right? Even though, you can make a bad situation into a good situation, you just have to learn how to flip your mindset. You have to learn how to move forward in spite of it, right? Even though it may be hard sometimes. But the reality is that you don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay there. All right. Anybody want to join me today, this morning? Go ahead and type it in the comments if you want to join me for a brief 10 minutes on here. We can have a conversation back and forth. It makes it a little bit easier when it comes to a morning show. I am winging it this morning because I wasn't prepared to not have my partner with me. So if anybody wants to join me here on live, you are more than welcome to. You just have to type it in the comment and I will send you the invite. Good morning, Casey. Good morning, John. Good morning, Randy. Again, this is the Angela Marie and FC morning show, and he woke up with a massive headache this morning. Wasn't feeling good, very under the weather, and so you got me this morning. And I was just talking to you guys about consistency and persistency, regardless of what's going on out there right now in the world, because the reality is there's good that comes out of everything. Can I get an amen to that? There's good that comes out of everything. Everything that we go through, everything that we do in life, there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. You guys have heard that analogy, right? Always a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always good that can come out of bad, regardless of what it is that we're going through. Next week is going to be a challenging week. A lot of you guys had your kids, if you guys have younger kids, your kids went back to school. For our kids in my school district, we actually don't go back until September 8th. They actually pushed it off for 2 weeks. I don't really understand the meaning or reason behind it, but they did. And they are all virtual. So what did I have to do last night is quickly order my daughter a desk for her bedroom. But now she'll have one. So I'm going to look at that as, on the flip side, it's a positive, right? She needed a desk. So we ordered it. It will be here on Thursday, tomorrow, actually, already. And so, we've got to look at the positive flip on it, the positive spin. It's going to be challenging. I'm not going to sit here and say everything's going to be all, sunshine and roses, right? Because we are in this thing called life. And sometimes things come up, sometimes things happen, just like this morning, right? And so we have to roll with the punches. We've got to roll with it and go with it. And the one thing that I can tell you guys is that that when those things happen, you just have to kind of readjust. And the one really cool thing is that, being in business for myself for 19 years, being in direct sales, network marketing, now I'm a coach, and actually now I'm a part of two affiliate programs. I'm a part of another company that actually is in pre-launch right now, which some of you have actually signed up for or enrolled into yesterday with me. That is amazing, by the way. Also into Forex trading and learning that piece, or as well as, obviously coaching and our morning show. So there's a lot going on. On top of that, right? I have to make sure that my kids are on track. They have a certain schedule that they have to follow. How many of you guys can relate to this? How many of you guys can relate, right? There's all these things going on, but here's the key. When you can balance and manage your time effectively, right, then those things don't seem as burdensome. Is that a word? Burdensome? I think I said that right. You guys can type that in the comments and let me know. Hello, Charmaine. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Salome says amen and yes, right? So being consistent, being persistent, and rolling with it and going with it, and realizing that not every single day is going to be perfect, but it's all in what we make of that day. It's all in what we make of that situation, right? This is going to be challenging tonight. I did have a certain topic for tonight. So thank goodness I'm prepared for tonight, and you guys are going to see me back here this evening. So anyway, do you guys have anything to say about that? Do you guys have any questions as far as what that looks like and balance and time management? Because listen to me, I have been an entrepreneur for 19 years of my life. And there was a time years ago when the only thing that I was actually happy in was my business. Yes, I had kids at home. Yes, my reason and my why was to be able to work from home around my kids, right? But when you are unhappy with the things that are going on around you, a lot of times we bury ourselves in work, right? We become workaholics, so to speak. And you don't have to do that as long as you know how to balance and manage your time. Listen to me. There was a time when I was working I was in, let me think. I was in the travel industry, selling wholesale travel packages. I was hit the top of the leaderboards. I was on leadership team. I was hosting presentation calls and training calls and all of those things. And I buried myself in work. And I was going like full speed ahead. And I will tell you, I made less money than what I did when I cut my hours in half. I cut my hours actually down to about 10 to 15 hours a week. And I tripled my income. And, that was laser focused when I was working. I was starting to balance and manage my time and really be able to give my kids that love and the attention that they needed. And then I was able to give my business that attention that it needed and the people that were in business with me that they needed. So when it comes to time management and balance, this is huge, but it also means consistency and being persistent and being full on focused with what it is that you're doing. I can tell you within the last couple of days, man, my focus has gotten laser focused. And the results are bigger than what they were when I was working more hours. Imagine that. It's crazy. Good morning, Charmaine. If I didn't say good morning to you, good morning, Todd. Good morning to you guys. So again, this is Angela Marie. If you guys are just hopping on, this is Angela Marie with the Wake Up with the Angela Marie NFC Morning Show. He is feeling under the weather this morning, so you just have me. Not much of a talk show, so to speak, but I wanted to be here for you guys. I wanted to show you that I am dedicated. I am here. I am consistent every single week because I believe that a lot of you, I know for a fact that a lot of you, I've gotten some messages actually just within this last week that we're looking forward to the morning show today. And so I think that that's important. And what did you say? Oh, Freddie G. Good morning, God's Queen. You're so cute. Thank you. You know, sometimes you just need to hear positive things in your life for sure. Scott says, have to balance work and self-help. Yep. Big, huge, important thing to do. You definitely need to make sure that you have a work-life family balance. Because if you don't, you can burn out. It can lead to heart attack. It can lead to so many health issues when you don't have that balance and that time management where you get a chance to breathe. It is so very important. And I can't stress that enough, you guys. So very important. I actually had, tell you guys, one of my hardest times is that when I went through burnout. I was so stressed out. This was many, many years ago. This was back in, oh my goodness, 2009. And then I ended up having a nervous breakdown again. I think it was 2014. I'm trying to remember the years, you guys. I feel like lately, can you guys keep track of your days? It's nuts. Right? And actually had a nervous breakdown. You absolutely, I am so blessed that that's all that it was. Not that you want a nervous breakdown, but I'm so blessed that it's all that it was. I mean, I did have some other health issues that I had to go through that I believe within every fiber of my being that it led to those other health issues. Back in 2016, right? Because you have to be gracious. You have to be gracious to your mind and your body and your spirit in order for you to be healthy all the way around. It isn't just about your health and what you put into your body, but it's how you take care of your body as, on the other side. And it's so important, you guys. I can't stress that enough. Right? So Salome says, stay focused on the things that are important. Stay focused on the things that are important. And, a lot of times we think that the things that are important, we get those out of context, right? And our priorities are shifted. And when our priorities are shifted, it can lead to so many, it can lead to some ways destruction for our lives. And again, I know this from experience. This isn't something that I just pulled out of thin air, right? So do you guys have any questions for me? Let's have more of a conversation. You guys, thank you for the comments. This morning we are streaming on Facebook, YouTube, if you and our morning show page and my group. And like I said, we are all over social media when it comes to Facebook platforms and YouTube. So let's talk about that. Speaking of that, it is raining outside today, and my son actually works outside. And here he comes through the door Hello, Ethan. Um, do you want to join me on my show? FC woke up with a headache this morning. He was under the weather. So it's supposed to be a talk show, and I'm just kind of winging it this morning. That's okay. You can be real and authentic. Come over here.
I'll say hi.
Okay. So my son is going to say hello. By the way, if any of you need a website built, this is your guy.
Yeah.
This is Ethan.
What's up, y'all?
I know some of you have seen him before. He's been on my lives before, especially at night. He's been like crazy. So anyway. So I have a question for you. So I was talking to everybody that's watching. We're streaming on a bunch of different platforms. And we were talking about consistency and persistency and work ethic and having balance and, you know, in your life. So what do you have anything to say about that?
Just stick to your goals and grind it out, no matter if you feel like doing it or not. So, yeah.
There you have it. He's all sweaty. He actually didn't work today. He went to the gym. And it's raining. And he works at a car wash, huh?
So we don't open when it's raining.
They don't open when it's raining. You know, it's kind of funny, Ethan. So my neighbor, Tina, well, our neighbor, she said they should still open when it rains because rain isn't dirty. I was like, what? You guys, that's funny. Rain is so dirty. But I mean, I guess your car would be cleaner, right? Regardless of if it rains. But sometimes it's good. We need a day off. We need a day to kind of just woosah, right? And regroup and to get ourselves refocused. Freddie G, would you say God, family, self, and friends? Yep. You know, I've hired 3 coaches in my last 15 years. And one of my coaches, Danny Johnson, she has really inspired me to become a coach, to become a speaker, and you know, to write a book. I mean, that was the very first step in my coaching career. And you know, really wanting to do that. And it took me a long time to really, you know, finally accept the fact that I was called to coach, like 10 years, because I kept getting pushed down. Actually, I shouldn't say 10 years. It was probably about 8 years, maybe, when I finally started. And one of the things that she coached on big time was time management. This woman is a self-made millionaire. She owns 5 different companies and she only works 20 hours a week. And still to this day, that's what she does. And she is very, 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 very much faith and spiritual based. And the one thing that always sticks out in my head is the order that things go in. And it's God first, right? That's number 1, should be on your priority list. And then it's yourself. Okay. Being able to take care of you and self-care, because if you aren't at your very best self, you can't be at your best for other people. What is second is your spouse or your significant other is supposed to be third. And then from there, after that, it's I'm trying to think, like friends, family, right? People that are healthy to you so that you can, you know, interact with them. And then the last thing you should be focusing on is actually work, right? When you prioritize and when you put those things in order, your life is so much different. You have the freedom that you are wanting so badly. right? It's not always about, um, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not always about the money. It's always about chasing freedom. I actually put a post on my Facebook the other day and I said mindset. It's all about chasing freedom and not money, because the thing of it is that money can be taken away from us. Now how are you going, what can that money do for you? So you always want to look at your vision. You always want to look at the freedom that it can bring, and not just the money per se. What can you do? What can it do to help other people? But really having that consistency, persistence in every area of your life, the balance, the time management, all of that can flow together. And these are the things that I work with my coaching clients on. It's so very important, you guys. You can take it from a woman who went through burnout twice in her life, which is why I'm so very mindful and not getting overwhelmed. And when I sense that I'm getting overwhelmed, I have to back away. I've got to refocus and I have to reprioritize and figure out what's important. And then move forward in that, creating new healthy habits. So, any last comments before we end our morning show this morning? I would love to hear them. I know that there's a delay. And that's totally okay. I will see you guys back on here tonight. And next week, hopefully FC feels better by then and we will be back on together the way it's supposed to be. It's hard to have a talk show with yourself. Do you guys talk to yourself? I know I do. But it's not the same. It's just not, right? You got to have a conversation. You got to have a two-way, right? I think that's so very important. But anyway, you guys have an incredible, amazing, blessed day. My name is Angela Marie, founder of findyourpurposeandshine.com. And if you really want to chat a little bit more one-on-one, or you do find that you need some help in some of the areas that I spoke with you guys about, or even some ways to get over your fears and find your confidence, let's chat. Go to my website. By the way, go to findyourpurposeandshine.com. My son actually updated the website and it looks really good. Really, really good. I like the way that it's that it reads now on the very first page. So you should go check it out anyway. So with that being said, you guys have an extremely blessed day, an incredible day. Know that, keep your priorities in order, remain consistent, remain persistent. And by the way, I will go ahead and promote FC since he's not here this morning, since like I said, he is under the weather. Pray for him, you guys. I would really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. Lift him up in prayer, please. He also has a lot of other things going on. So lift him up in prayer. I really, again, I would appreciate that. And I'm sure that he would appreciate that too. And I would just, what to pray for, you know what? God only knows that. I would say pray for healing is the first thing that pops in my mind, but just lift him up in prayer, regardless. And if you haven't checked out his website, he works with the youth, New Life Inc., and that's INK, newlifeinc.com. And you can check out his website. He works a lot with the youth. He has a youth ministry to be able to raise up kids, right? And to be able to help them along the way so that they have a better life. Anyway, he does a better job at explaining it than I do. So you guys have an incredible, amazing day. Stay tuned for the outro. We didn't rock you today, but hopefully I did. And we'll go from there. You guys have an incredible, amazing day. I love you all. Thank you guys for being here. And we will see you. Well, I will see you tonight and as well as every evening. But as far as our morning show, both of us will be back here next week, God willing. and stay tuned for the outro. Okay. If I can pull it up. We got this. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.